My niggas, it's your boy DJ Fapidemics, and today on Adjunct Sports, we discussing this whole Jon Jones situation. Now, Jon Jones, as you may know, according to the UFC.coms, is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Now, he's had title defenses. I think he holds the records for that. Or he's tied with Demetrius Johnson non-consecutively. Consecutively, Demetrius Johnson is number one. Anyways, so Jon Jones, king of the light heavyweight division since the age of 23, and he's been on the tear, man. Uh, he's undefeated in rematches, cleared out the division convincingly, technical fighter. And now Jon Jones was considering moving up to the light heavyweight division and fighting the Beast in Ngannou. My thoughts on that fight: Ngannou will get tired out just like he did with Stipe. John is too technical. He can take a punch, and I don't think Ngannou has anything to offer Jon Jones. But it is a risk. I mean, you can get hit with a haymaker, and it could be lights out. I don't see that happening to Jon Jones because he's with Greg Jackson, and what Greg Jackson does, which I find very genius, is when you join the Greg Jackson camp, they basically take your balls and ovaries away. They put them in a box and until it comes fight time. But even then, I believe they have like a trigger, okay, that they implant in your ass, and they make you follow all the coach's directions. Now, there are some specimens that get out of hand and don't want to follow these rules. John is not one of those, okay? But anyways, going back to this scenario. John is requesting more money to move up and fight this beast, Ngannou. That's how he's marketed, anyways. Excuse me. So, in order for him to make the leap to heavyweight, he's asking for more money. He claims that the UFC is not willing to negotiate, and they have good reason. I mean, here's the knock on Jon Jones. Jon Jones, he might be technical. He might be the greatest pound for pound fighter, the greatest light heavyweight that we've seen, but he doesn't have knockout power. Not like an Anderson Silva or Conor McGregor. That one knockout punch, or he can submit you, he can elbow you, he can get a TKO, but that one knockout, just leave you stiff as a board, is not happening. For Jon Jones. So I don't believe he has knockout power, and I don't think he can develop knockout power. Like what's his name, Frank Mir. He tried to develop that knockout power. It didn't happen. He said lift weights and all this bullshit. That's that. You either have it or you don't. That knockout power. Okay. So his fights are just not that exciting, to be honest with you. Okay. His fights are not that exciting because he doesn't have that knockout power. Now, he can draw some pay-per-view numbers, but it depends on who is fighting. He needs a partner. Now, when he fought Daniel Cormier, that's when John showed his real self, that asshole that we all need in our life, okay? We need that. When he told Daniel Cormier that if Daniel spit on him, he would kill him, I believe that shit, okay? That's what John needs to do. John doesn't talk much when it comes to the fights. He doesn't promote himself well. He's a well-behaved Greg Jackson, non-balls having, trained motherfucker. Okay. So, anyways, That's what's happening here, and I believe that's why the UFC is not gonna bump up the pay. They know what Jon Jones is worth. Jon Jones knows what he's worth at this point. Um, so I think he should have asked for this bump in pay a long time ago when he was hot. When he was 23, he was more energetic. He had more finishes back then. Okay. Now he's seeing Conor McGregor with all his hype, and here's the thing about Conor McGregor. He does things well. He can promote himself. He talks that shit that people want to hear, and then he's got that knockout power. That's what people watch fights for. Okay. That's what they watch the fights for. You don't just watch fights to see a technical match and then watch all and be a judge. No, 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 no. You want to see that raw aggression. As a black man, Jon Jones should know this, okay? As a black man, if you are in combat sports, they want to see that savageness. They want to see the beast come out of you and just exterminate your competition. Okay. Now you can't be asking for Dante, whatever his name is, Dante Wilder money, if you don't have Deontay Wilder highlight reel. And what I mean by that is this: Deontay Wilder is putting people's lights to sleep, right? He's knocking niggas out. It's just as simple as that. Mike Tyson the same way. He was knocking niggas out. That's why people was watching his fights. Or to see him get knocked out. That's also another side of the equation that you're not considering, Jon Jones. Uh, People love exciting fights. Whether you are the one knocking people out, that's great, or whether you're the one getting knocked out, like Ronda Rousey or even Conor McGregor. I mean, he gets finished and stuff like that, but he comes back and people forget about that. But Deontay Wilder is knocking people out. He's exciting to watch. Anderson Silva, he was knocking people out. He's exciting to watch. Um, Conor McGregor again knocking people out. He's exciting to watch. So that's what people like. They want that savviness. Okay. They want to see people in a casket. Okay. If you go to a fight and then let's say it's a boxing match or something like that, and somebody dies in the ring, that's a ticket I will pay for. Okay, I'm not going there to see a technical match. Now, you could be a technical genius like Floyd Mayweather. He's a defensive fighter. Now, there's another equation to this, John. You gotta market yourself. Excuse me. Conor McGregor knows how to do it. Mayweather, he's not knocking people out recently, but he's a great marketer. And what he did was he psychologically mind fucked all these hating ass people into coming to his fights just to see him knocked out. Okay, his biggest haters are probably Mexican because he's beating every one of their superstars and with their own gloves. One time he was wearing Mexican gloves and beat the brakes off a Mexican with his home country flags. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta market yourself. My plan for Jon Jones, if I was his Asian, I would tell him to talk that shit. I would say I beaten everyone in the fucking division. What more do you want? Okay, and at this point, I'm gonna live my lifestyle. I'm gonna do cocaine. I'm gonna drink, and I'll still beat your ass. Okay, that's how easy it is for me because I'm just that talented. So you gotta market yourself if you don't have knockout power, and then move. I would say move up to heavyweight. even if they're not offering you the money, and just bounce after you beat the brakes off Ngannou. Just bounce, okay? Don't fight that nerd, whatever his name is, that African boy, whatever his name is. That's not a fair fight for you. That's like fighting a girl. You know what I mean? You will beat the brakes off that boy, so don't do it, okay? Just go up, fight Ngannou, and then give the middle finger to Dana White on your way out, and then play this shit like a wrestling shoe. You know what I'm saying? Be the bad guy. Embrace the darkness, Jon Jones. Embrace the darkness and become what you really are, which is an asshole. Okay? I would even say go as far as divorcing your wife and you know what, divorcing the kids too. Give them away, do something, you know what I'm saying? And you can stick with Jackson, but put Greg Jackson in a headlock or something. Tell him that you run the show, he don't run the show. And you know, don't be so timid. We don't want a behaved Negro, okay? The community, okay? The people out there, the masses, the white people, they don't want a behaved Negro unless it's in the White House, okay? They want to see that savage come out. You know, when you were putting Machida to sleep and then you just walked off, that's who you really are. When you punched Daniel Cormier after he thought the fight was over, it was legal. He thought the fight was over, Daniel Cormier did, and then he just let go like a bitch because he realized that you are the alpha. And then you punched him, and that's who you really are. We want that psychopath, Jon Jones. We want that trouble man, Jon Jones. That's what we want. You gotta market yourself, and fuck the fans. Fuck all this hallelujah shit and the God and all this stuff. Just become that bad boy, okay? And again, another thing to cap it off, so we can change your whole demeanor, okay? Walk out to 50 Cent, like you was doing back in the day, or just any type of rap song that's just savage, okay? Savage, you know. That's what you need to do so you can market yourself. The knockout power, forget about it. That's not gonna happen. You need to stick to submissions and that ground and pound that you're known for, and them long ass elbows and kicks and stuff like that. Fuck niggas' knees up. It don't matter. Fuck their knees up. Like you did Rampage and all those other guys with the oblique kicks and all that shit. Just fuck them up, okay? Play your game plan. No, don't even try to beat these guys at their own game. No, no, no. Beat them at your game. Take them down. Beat the shit out of them. And get finishes, okay? And talk shit about Mad Hamill, okay? Talk shit about Mad Hamill. Call him retarded. Call him deaf and all this shit. Just change that whole persona. As a matter of fact, let me be your agent, Jon Jones, and we can turn this train around, and I will negotiate with the UFC for you. Cause Conor McGregor has said and done a lot of fucked up shit. Okay? A lot of fucked up shit. He literally almost killed somebody or fucked their eye up, took their eye out. So, I mean, you just gotta shit, market yourself, nigga. You know what I mean? You gotta market yourself. That's all I got to say on that. Anyways, please like, subscribe, and share this video with all you niggas out there, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But Jon Jones, you the greatest, man. But you don't have no knockout power, so just stop it, okay? All right, peace out, my niggas.